I told a girl I didn't want to be just friends, but she keeps trying to get me to cave. Any tips?
So this is kind of along the lines of the last question we were talking about. And so typically in these cases, when these guys come to me, they were dating a girl they really liked, and he just acts like a beta male too much, and she sticks him in friend zone. And then what happens is he says he doesn't want to be friends, and but yet he'll continue to call or hang out with her and go to lunches and do things of that nature. And his actions communicate that he's acquiescing to friendship. So, like in the case of the guy that's sending the question in, what's happening is these girls had interest. They were attracted. They definitely would have dated and slept with them, but the guy just displayed too much weak behavior, too much soft behavior. Maybe he didn't have his life together or whatever. And she just decided he's a great guy. I'd love to keep him as a friend. She doesn't want him gone from her life, and she doesn't like the idea of him being gone for her life, but yet she doesn't feel strong enough feelings to want to sleep with him. And even though it was progressing in that level and she really liked him at first, the bottom line, she knows her feelings have changed. They went from being hot for him to being mostly kind of platonic type of feelings. And so what these girls often do is that you don't keep pursuing a girl that has firmly stuck you in friend zone, because if she sticks you in friend zone and you say no, I don't want that, but you keep hanging out with her and you keep getting nowhere. You go to kiss her, she turns her head, and just nothing's happened. And plus, on top of that, she's dating other guys that she may be sleeping with. Maybe she's still got an ex or some other dude that she was hooking up with from work or whatever. But point being is that she won't date you romantically. And so what happens is, like, all women have to know that if they push you too far, you're going to walk and you're never going to look back. You're not going to put up with abuse or lack of communication or bringing drama or just being difficult to get along with. And so in this case, if the guy really is congruent as a man, is like, I'm not interested in friendship, so therefore you don't agree to do anything that is platonic, and you don't stick around for that. You go and hang out with women who do like you romantically and who do want to date you, and when you do kiss them, they kiss you back passionately and they're glad you made the attempt. And so in these particular cases, is the guy is stops pursuing her, tells her I'm not interested in friendship. Yet a week or two goes by and she's texting him, hey, what are you doing? Sends him a meme or whatever. And he gets together with her, same thing. And then, he tries to make a move and she's like, no, I told you, I'm just interested in friendship. And so he reiterates, I told you I'm not interested in anything platonic. And you got to let me go. I want to find somebody that really wants to be with me. And obviously, you don't. I'm out. Doesn't work for me. And so you move on and go towards the things that you want, which is a girl who wants to be with you, not some chick that's on the fence or is like, meh. You want somebody that's excited to be with you. You want enthusiasm. So what's happening is she's calling him, talking to him, maybe even spend time with him, but yet she's nothing physical will happen. And so then, what happens in like Seven Principles Get an X Back is like when you're in that place, it's like you no longer call, you no longer text. You've told her you don't want to be friends only, and yet a week later she's calling you or texting you again. She calls you, you talk on the phone for 2 to 3 minutes, and say, hey, it's great hearing your voice. I gotta run. Keep in touch. Hey, gotta run. Talk to you later. Same thing if it's texting. Because every time you try to get together with her, it's just stuck in platonic friend zone. And so you don't ever bring up getting together again unless she contacts you and asks to see you. That's the difference. It's like when she feels that you're literally gone forever and you're not really, she can tell you went from being excited to talk to her to now you're being polite, but it's obvious that you don't really want to hang out or talk or spend much time with her. And then that starts to cause her to think, well, maybe he finally met somebody. He met somebody else. And so the guy that she was initially into at first, but he turned her off, and now he's given her no attention. As a matter of fact, it seems like almost like he might not even be interested anymore. Then what happens is she becomes bolder and she'll bring up getting together. When you do that, then you invite her over to make dinner together. And then you hang out, you have fun, you hook up, you seduce her. And that was the exact process that I wrote about in my book that I came to learn with this particular girl. She came over and we made dinner together, and I finally had to cut it off. I was like, the other dude you're dating, it's like, if you're still involved with him, hey, great, good luck with that. But I'm not gonna keep seeing you if you're, still seeing this other guy or whatever. It's like I'm not gonna be your backup. I'm not gonna stay stuck in friend zone while you explore things with this other dude. Stop calling me until you resolve that. And to her credit, she did. She came over, we slept together, and we got in a relationship a few months after that. But I was right where that guy was. And so in that case, it's like you have to not agree to anything that is platonic. And ultimately, it might come to the point where, because like in this case, she's still contacting him, but yet still friends only. And so therefore, the only way you even bring up getting together, because it's like you literally stop. You're polite when she reaches out, but you don't try to arrange any get-togethers or anything because every time you do, goes nowhere. And so if she brings it up, there's usually a 99% chance that, especially when that's why you make plans in the evening to make dinner together at your place. Women know when they're coming over to make dinner in the evening, cook together, have some wine, that sex is definitely on the table. And it works really well. It works great with getting an ex back, and it works great with a girl that he obviously, typically by his behavior, got himself stuck in friend zone. And that's the way to get out of it. It's like you literally, the strongest negotiating position is being able to walk away and mean it. And so in that case, you're like, the only way we're going to interact is in a romantic sense. And if you're not down for that, we're not going to be together in person ever again.